Hey everyone, it's Mike from Destinations of Travel coming to you live today from Universal Studios, Florida. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're ready to take a stroll around the park. We have got some Universal Mardi Gras news to discuss. Universal just made some announcements this morning. Universal Mardi Gras will be starting in just a few weeks on February 1st, so we'll talk about that a little bit as we make our way around the park. But also, it's just been a little while since we've been here. I think it was the start of the holidays here at Universal Studios Florida that we were last here. So we want to just take a walk around the park, see what's going on. We are now, I feel like technically out of the holiday season, although the crowds at the parks are still a little bit busy. We're right here by the wait time board. Let's see, I saw 55 minutes for Escape from Gringotts. You got 40 minutes for Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. 35 for Fast and Furious Supercharged. That's a pretty long one for that attraction. Revenge of the Mummies, 45. But the rest of it's not too bad, so the wait times are not too long right now. I did see weather delay for Rip Ride Rocket. That is simply because it's cold out. You'll see a lot of guests in jackets, hats, scarves, things like that. It is a real feel right now of 42 degrees with 55% humidity, so the air is almost ice. So, yeah, it's chilly here. And I know a lot of you are dealing with much colder temperatures. I know somebody, my cousin in Boston told me it's 3 degrees right now. So, yeah, we're not dealing with that, but it is definitely cold right now. Happy New Year. Hi, Patty. Hi, Shannon. So again, we are here at the entrance to Universal Studios Florida. We're going to take a walk around the park, and like I said, we have some Universal Mardi Gras news to discuss that was just announced this morning. So let's take a walk around the park. We actually, we have some social content from the Wicked store here, which opened early November, but we have not taken a walk through there on a live stream, so maybe we'll get a chance to do that as we complete our lap around the park here. We're coming by Villain Con Minion Blast. It's currently a 10-minute wait right now. If you see that at a 10-minute wait, jump on it. It is absolutely very fun attraction, and 10 minutes is nothing. So definitely take advantage of that. Unfortunately, we can't do that while live streaming, but otherwise I would be jumping on there right now. All right, so we're making our way up here through Minion Land, up to Music Plaza stage, and we got some announcements for Universal Mardi Gras this morning, including the complete concert lineup. So Mardi Gras kicks off on February 1st, and the first concert that night will be T-Pain, which is a pretty awesome way to kick off Mardi Gras. That should be a pretty fun one. I'm not a big concert goer, so it's rare that there's a name that would actually draw me in, but that is one. I would absolutely come watch T-Pain here. It'd be a lot of fun. And if you're unfamiliar, this whole area becomes concert viewing. They put the concert up on the screens here. They have additional screens kind of all around the area. But with big names, the park will get very busy. So you'll probably see the park hit capacity at least once, with another name that I'll bring up in just a second. And this area will be kind of blocked off for guests who want to reserve their spot for the concert. And we have seen for big names in the past that there are guests out here waiting like 10 a.m. And you'll see this area start to fill up. And so the second concert of Mardi Gras this year is Joe Jonas of the Jonas Brothers. So yeah, it's going to be a big one. This area is definitely going to fill up. The park will probably reach capacity, I would assume. So, you know, if you want to see Joe Jonas, you're going to want to get here early. On February 8th, I believe, is his concert night. So, and the concerts only run on select nights. I believe it's every Saturday. So February 1st is T-Pain. That is the start of the event. That is on a Saturday. And then February 8th, I believe, is Joe Jonas. Some of the other names we have, Kool and the Gang. Let's see, Scotty McCreery. I'm kind of going just based off memory right now, but who else do we have? TLC was the one that's closing it out, which is interesting. Foster the People, All Time Low. So a lot of interesting names on this concert lineup. I don't know that I will be here to check out any of the concerts, but I would like to. They're a lot of fun. In the past, I have seen Macklemore. I've seen Pitbull here, which Pitbull was another busy one. They are a lot of fun, and the concerts are included with the price of admission. There's no special ticket for Universal Mardi Gras. It is just your normal daytime ticket. You get to enjoy all the Mardi Gras festivities, including these concerts. And they are, like I said, we went through some of those names. Where are you getting a free Jonas Brothers? And to be fair, it's not the Jonas Brothers, it's Joe Jonas, but you don't get to see that for free very often. So yeah, that is the concert lineup for Universal Mardi Gras. And that is just one piece of the Mardi Gras festivities. There's also, of course, the nightly Mardi Gras parade. Oh, and I'm seeing some food booths already out here. So let's go check that out. But in the meantime, I'll talk about the Mardi Gras parade, which happens nightly. And again, Universal Mardi Gras runs February 1st through the end of March. So the parade will be running nightly, and there are always 6 brand new floats every year for the parade, and this year's theme is going to be New Orleans. This is the 30th anniversary of Mardi Gras at Universal Studios Florida, so they're celebrating that by really celebrating New Orleans. And you can see you got some New Orleans themed food booths out here. We got City Jazz and Music Hall, and then this one unmarked right now. But typically this area you'll see the traditional New Orleans Mardi Gras food. So you'll see beignets, po' boys, some staples like that. But the full name for the Universal Mardi Gras event is, let me see if I can get this completely correct. It is Universal Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnival, I believe. So you'll see food booths around the entire park dedicated to specific countries. You'll see Colombia. You'll see, who else? Typically we see Italy. We'll see like Belgium, Canada. So you'll see food dedicated to each of those countries. And there's a lot of really good food every year, so I'm excited to check that out. I don't think they've released the entire menu just yet, at least I haven't seen that, but they did share some pictures of it, which will definitely be on our socials in the near future, so keep an eye on that. And in the meantime, you can see the Christmas tree is gone from the New York area. Last time we were here was for the Universal Holiday Parade featuring Macy's, but the tribute store is still open, the holiday tribute store. Oh, wait, maybe it's not open. Looks like the facade is still up, but the doors are closed. So, another feature of Mardi Gras will be a Mardi Gras tribute store. I'm not sure just yet if that is going to be in this location or in the Hollywood location. We'll check out what's going on over there as we make our way around the park. But the tribute store for Mardi Gras every year, really for every season. They do a Mardi Gras tribute store, they do a summer tribute store, Halloween Horror Nights, and holidays. Whenever you're here, you got to check out the tribute store. It's always incredible. An immersive shopping experience. They do a really great job. So I'm excited to see that. And if you're a Universal Orlando annual pass holder, you will get to preview the tribute store the day before Mardi Gras, so January 30th. January 31st? Yes, January 31st. We got some of the characters for the Revenge of the Mummy out here. They don't speak, so you can't ask them any questions, but I did watch them kind of mime their names to some guests one time, and I believe that one is Ra, and I don't remember if it is Osiris. It's something like that. But yeah, they're a lot of fun to interact with. We're making our way through the New York area. It does seem like it's a little bit busy still. I expected this week to be a little bit slower for multiple reasons. We're out of the holiday season now, and it is cold. So, but it's still fairly busy here right now. But like we said, the wait times that we saw at the beginning were not too bad. Fast and Furious was a little bit curiously high, but aside from that, nothing too bad. By the way, this is our first time at Universal Orlando Resort in 2025. Guys, we are officially in the year that Epic Universe opens. It's happening. We're just a few months away from the opening of Epic Universe. I can't wait. I am so excited. And of course, if you want to make plans to go see Epic Universe, which you should, if you're watching this, you must be a fan of theme parks. That is going to be the pinnacle of theme parks. So you're going to want to make plans to get out there and see it. And you can do that by heading to d2travel.com, get in touch with the Destination to Travel agent, let them start planning your Universal Orlando Resort vacation. Excuse me. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. May 22nd, I believe, is the opening date. So we're just a few months away from the opening of Epic Universe. And again, that's d2travel.com, or you can send us an email at info@d2travel.com. Let a Destination to Travel advisor start planning your trip today. It's no additional cost to you. Makes everything so much easier. Takes all the stress off your plate. All you have to do is enjoy your vacation. And I'm pausing here to look out on the lagoon because the cinematic celebration... No, I can't remember the name now. The nighttime show is back here on the lagoon. However, I believe they're they're still not using drones right now. But projections, music, scenes from some of your favorite movies over the past few years, and classics such as Jaws and Universal Monsters and things like that. Really, really awesome show. I'd be curious to see it without the drones, actually. I haven't gotten a chance to see that yet. But you can see that nightly here on the lagoon, weather permitting. And then I do know the Universal Mega Movie Parade, which we saw a couple months ago at this point, I guess. Whoa, pigeons. And actually you can see the parade on our YouTube channel as well. But that will be returning in April. Makes sense that they're not doing it right now with... they just finished up the holiday parade, and we'll have the Mardi Gras parade pretty soon, so you can only do so many parades in the same park. But we will see the return of the Universal Mega Movie Parade in April, which I'm excited for. Let's see if there's any more work on any food booths. Typically you'll see food booths around this area as well. I don't see anything happening just yet, but we'll keep an eye out. Again, Universal Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnival. There are food booths all over the park. Some really delicious food. Typically, I don't know that they've announced that they're doing it this year, but they do a tasting lanyard. So basically, you purchase a food and beverage card, and you save a little bit of money on the cost of the card, and then you can use it for any of the food booths, and you can actually use it for Universal snacks around the park as well. And it does not expire, so if you're going to be trying some of the food and beverage options from Mardi Gras, it's definitely the way to go. It is refreshing to be walking around a theme park in Central Florida and not be sweating. I feel like I say that at least once every year. We do get these cold days for a very small window every year. And that's another tip that I will repeat throughout this time of year. If you are planning to visit Central Florida, December through February, prepare for anything weather-wise, because yesterday we were at like almost 80 degrees, and today the real feel is 42. So, you know, you gotta be ready for just about anything. Just want to take a moment to enjoy the beauty of London here. Hi, Helen. So Diagon Alley, as is typically the case with, well, I guess this is not true because it does get, you do get the Death Eaters in there during Halloween Horror Nights, and you get decorations during the holiday season, but it will not be affected by Mardi Gras, or at least it typically isn't. So don't expect Mardi Gras festivities to take place in Diagon Alley, but pretty much all around the rest of the park. Happy New Year. So I came this way because you typically have a couple of food booths over here for Mardi Gras as well. Again, we saw a couple of them popping up in the New York area. Nothing else in the rest of the park just yet. They do have quite some time left. There's a few weeks. February 1st is the start of Universal Mardi Gras. By the way, I should probably back up just a little bit. If you have not been to Universal Mardi Gras and you're wondering, you know, what actually is it? It is awesome. It's so much fun. The energy in the park changes. You still have all your favorite attractions, all of the typical offerings of Universal Studios Florida, but there's Mardi Gras music, theming, decor. There are performers all around. It's the whole park is a party. And it's a lot of fun. The parade is incredible every year. They like I said, they have 6 brand new floats to go along with 6 returning floats every year. So they do a really amazing job. They actually work with Kern Studios, which is a studio in New Orleans that creates Mardi Gras floats for Mardi Gras in New Orleans. So they make some really, really impressive floats. And then if you're not going to watch the parade, my recommendation would be to be a part of it, because you can get to ride on the floats and throw beads out to guests, which is, it sounds simple, such an easy thing. It is so much fun. I can't describe how much fun it is. We've done this in the past. We have videos. We've actually live streamed while riding the parade floats and throwing beads out. So you can go back and check those out on our Facebook and our YouTube. But it's so much fun. And you can do that by, occasionally they use a virtual queue to get a spot, but they also have the ride and dine float experience, or dine and ride float experience. Either way, your Destinations Travel Advisor can help you out with that. It is so good. Like you get a costume, you get put up on one of the floats. You don't really have a choice of what float. They choose one for you, but they're all incredible. And honestly, when you're on them, you don't really see the difference anyway. But they are really, really awesome. And with the dine and ride experience, hang on, let me get out of the way. It's a little bit crowded over here. You get a 3-course meal at select Universal Orlando restaurants. Some of my favorite restaurants are included in that, like Cowfish and Antojitos out on City Walk. You can also eat at Lombard's here in the park. So you get your 3-course meal, and then you get your reserved spot on a parade float. And it is an awesome experience. Highly recommend it. All right, let's see. Let me catch up on a couple comments here. Helen says the new entertainment announcement looks very cool. Yeah, we were talking about the announcements this morning with the concert lineup, as well as the New Orleans themed Mardi Gras floats, celebrating 30 years of Mardi Gras here at Universal Studios Florida. I'm sure the tribute store will also include some nods to the 30-year anniversary. Helen also says would love to do the float. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's such a simple thing. It sounds silly almost. That you're up there just throwing beads out, but the guests really want those beads. And when you make eye contact with someone and throw the beads out to them, and get it right to them. It's awesome. It's a fun experience. And of course, on the other side of that, just watching the parade and catching beads is also fun. And if you've watched our live streams from past years, checking out the parade, you know you kind of also have to pay attention and guard your face. I think we had one where, so I'm using a gimbal watching the parade, and we had one year where somebody threw beads that wrapped perfectly around the gimbal, and it made it freak out. So you can always go, again, you can check those videos out on our Facebook and I'm not sure if that one was on our YouTube or not. I'll have to go back and check. If not, I will get it up on our YouTube. Then it's youtube.com/D2travel, where we have some additional content. Ooh, something over here smells really good. Let's take a walk over into DreamWorks Land. It's been a little while since we've gone in there. I see guests queuing up to meet a character over here. Let's see who's out. Well, I do see, not SpongeBob, but Patrick and Squidward are out in SpongeBob SquarePants. Over here we've got Puss in Boots. He's directing traffic for the photos. And just across the way here you've got Shrek and Donkey. Oh, and Fiona. I didn't even see Fiona there, hiding behind Shrek.
See you later. I know. Oh man! Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. I mean, that's a bleach. I mean, I did like a thing in the 80s one time, like one little bleach style. It was like, oh man. Ooh, man, we're taking a 90s style. We'll be a boy band. Called it Instinct. Yeah. All right, let's get a photo with everybody. 1, 2, 3, walk. You can call me D-Man. Yeah.
Donkey is one of the most fun meet and greets. If you like meeting characters, this park is maybe the best to do that. I always talk about how if you get here early in the morning and you walk down the Hollywood area of this park, the characters will outnumber the guests. You'll see the Scooby-Doo gang out there. I've seen Betty Boop, Marilyn Monroe, Popeye, Olive Oil. Beetlejuice is always wandering around there sometimes. And then Doc Brown we've seen over there as well from Back to the Future. And now with DreamWorks Land, they do a really awesome job with the characters here. Hi, Lou. And that includes the Imagination Celebration over here. So this show is obviously geared towards a younger audience. Obviously the trolls play a role. Characters from Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and maybe a party crasher by the name of King Julian. This show is a lot of fun. You know, like I said, it's geared towards a younger audience. It's for the kids. But I've gone back and watched it twice already. So clearly adults can enjoy it too. Hi, Jack. Hi, Kim. Watching from Detroit. Jack is watching from Connecticut. Kim says, wish I was there. Yeah. There's a reason I chose to stop vacationing here and just make it home. It's just so much easier. We got the roller coaster right now, has a 45-minute wait. Let's head into Poe's Kung Fu training camp. And the really great thing about living here, by the way, now is I don't take all my vacations here. Now I can take my vacations to other places like Universal Studios Hollywood, which, yes, I have done. Listen, if they're going to get Super Nintendo World first, yeah, I'm going to go out there for it. But again, with Epic Universe opening in just a few months, we get Super Nintendo World here, and I can't wait. Kim asks, where is this at? So this is, I'm not sure how specific you mean, but we are at Universal Studios Florida in Universal Orlando Resort, and we are in the new DreamWorks area, DreamWorks Land, which opened this past summer. And then specifically, this is Poe's, well, I just said the full name and I already forgot it. Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp, I believe. Jack says, I see coats. Yes, if you are just joining us, it is cold here. And I know cold is relative to where you might be watching from, but it is a real feel of 42 with 55% humidity. It's chilly. You see a lot of guests in coats, hats, scarves, that sort of thing. You can see all the water features are turned off in here because nobody wants to get wet right now. If you look at the wait times for the park, especially over at Universal Islands of Adventure, you'll see 5-minute waits for things like Popeyes and Jurassic Park River Adventure. Nobody's trying to get on a water ride right now. Yeah, real feel of 42. I think the temperature was like 49, something like that. I feel like it has warmed up a little bit since I first got here, but not enough to really make a difference. That also might just be because I've been walking around now. And it is funny because every now and then I can spot a guest who is from some of the places you guys are from, places like Connecticut or like Detroit, Michigan. You'll just see a guest wearing like flip-flops and shorts, and they're like, yeah, well, this is fine. There you go. Jess says currently it's 51, feels like 43, so it's gotten a degree warmer. Lou, any word if HHN will move to Epic? I don't believe so. There hasn't been any word on it, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I would say certainly not this year. I don't think they're going to make any changes to Epic Universe in its opening year. We have thicker skin. But that's the problem is, you know, we get a lot of guests who, and not us, but like Universal and Florida in general. There's a lot of guests here who, you know, you expect you're going to Florida, it's going to be hot, so you bring shorts and t-shirts and that's it. And next thing you know, you have to buy a hoodie and hat and all sorts of things to stay warm as you're walking around the park. So I just always recommend, just be prepared for just about any weather this time of year. Hi, Steven. All right, gonna make our way towards the Hollywood area of the park. Yeah, Jess points out, between yesterday and today, it's about a 40-degree difference. Like I said earlier, we were almost at 80 degrees yesterday. So, again, just be prepared for anything this time of year. You can hear the beat builders across the way here. Let's see. Oh, and this area is blocked off. I can kind of see them off in the distance there. That's a fun show. Musical show that takes place kind of between New York and San Francisco. I'm not sure where that technically is. It's like right on the edge of New York. Right over there. And you'll see them pop up a few times every day. Oh, and then as I'm here, I should mention, this is where you would see the nighttime show. You can view it from anywhere around the lagoon, but this area is really where you would see the full effect of it, especially when they are using the drones, and they do use fireworks and things like that that go off over here. So if you're watching from the other side of the lagoon, you would get all the images backwards on the water screens, and all the fireworks would be behind you. So you really want to be in here to watch the show. And I do recommend the show. It's a lot of fun. It's really good. And you can check that out on our socials and on our YouTube. We do have the full show up on our YouTube channel. Again, youtube.com/D2Travel. Oh, I see this sign over here by Mel's. It looks like they moved. Is it for the Maryland show? Excuse me. It is for the Marilyn Monroe show, which they have done in New York recently, but I guess with the holidays and things like that, they moved it back over here to Mel's. Let's see, I'm not seeing any characters out in Hollywood just yet. Oh, but the tribute store, the summer tribute store that was open through the end of the year, is now closed over here. So I would assume they're transforming this area into the excuse me, Mardi Gras tribute store. So I'm excited to see what's next. And see, it is closed. If you missed that tribute store, it was themed to be like an old video store and then arcade and movie theater. And we have a video kind of touring that on our socials as well. Oh, I do see the Scooby Gang in their winter outfits. Looks like we've got Scooby, Shaggy, Velma. I think that's it. That's all I see out here. No Fred and Daphne right now. I'm honestly impressed with myself that I can remember all of their names. I haven't watched anything Scooby-Doo related in a long time. Well, let's pop into the Five and Dime over here. The shop has kind of taken a Universal Monsters theme in recent years, but also has the Universe brand, as that shop became the Wicked shop. So we'll see what's new in here. Looks like we have a whole lot of Creature from the Black Lagoon. And it does make sense that this is the Universal Monsters merch because the Universal Horror Makeup Show exits from right here. I really like this collection. As you exit the Horror Makeup Show, you are greeted by the Creature. Steven says, I watched What's New Scooby-Doo on Tubi. Maybe I should check that out. Maybe should I be watching Scooby-Doo stuff? Oh, I can hear the Bourne Stuntacular, which also exits in this building from those doors over there. As we cross over here, we are now in the Universe brand merchandise. We find a lot of different characters, like Felix the Cat. Got some Woody Woodpecker. This is a fun jacket. Half zip, kind of like racing jacket. Windbreaker though. Nice. And then there's a Woody Woodpecker football jersey. There's some ET merch in here. Of course, we got Minions. Definitely looks like some new Minion stuff. What? I don't know what is happening here, but I love this hoodie. Is this the Universe brand? No, I think it's just Universal. Got some Back to the Future. Some more Felix the Cat. Oh, I like this Woody Woodpecker t-shirt. And Chucky. Chucky / Hello Kitty. All right, we are nearing a complete lap of the park. But we do have one more stop. I mentioned at the top there that we would head into the Wicked shop if we had time, and we do. So we'll do that as we pass by the Mystery Machine. I do see Dora the Explorer over here on the corner. Oh, the Brown Derby hat shop is open as sort of a sale item shop, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. They do a garage sale every year for Universal annual pass holders, and so that is exclusive to annual pass holders right now. They have some discounted merch. Here's Dora the Explorer. But before we make our way into the Wicked shop, I will mention again, the big topic of discussion here today was the announcements for Universal Mardi Gras, which kicks off on February 1st, so we're just a few weeks away. They announced the full concert lineup, which includes names like T-Pain, Scotty McCreery, All Time Low, and Joe Jonas, which, again, if you're going to be here for that one, you might want to get here early. And again, February 1st, it runs through March. There will be all sorts of food booths. There's a nightly parade with a Mardi Gras or a New Orleans theme this year. There's always a little bit of a New Orleans theme, but these 6 new floats this year will also take on a New Orleans theme to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Universal Mardi Gras. So I'm really excited. The parade is always amazing. If you get a chance, ask your Destinations to Travel advisor about the Dine and Ride experience. Get a chance to hop on one of those floats and throw beads out to the guests watching the parade. It is so much fun. Can't recommend it enough. And again, February 1st is the start of Universal Mardi Gras. If you'd like to plan a trip to get out here to experience it, and I highly recommend you do, it's awesome. It's a great time to visit the parks. It is not, by the way, I should mention, it's not an additional ticket. It is included with your normal Universal Studios Florida ticket. You don't have to pay for the concerts or anything like that. So it's a great offering, great time of year to visit. And again, head to d2travel.com or send us an email at info@d2travel.com to let us start planning your next Universal Orlando resort vacation. All right, let's head into the Wicked shop, which again opened in November. We do have video of this on our socials, on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But we never got a chance to walk through during a live stream, so hopefully the service holds up in here. Steven says Wicked is a great movie. I actually haven't seen the movie yet. I have seen the show, like the Broadway show. Really enjoyed it. We have some of the movie costumes on display in this shop. And actually, I should head over this way because we got Glinda's room. Are you okay? Actually, I guess I should say Glinda and Elphaba's room, right? It's just kind of her side of it. And then, of course, there's all sorts of Wicked merchandise. All kinds of props on display too. The miniature train to the Emerald City. Very cool. There's a Elphaba photo op. Elphaba's costume. And then over here you got the wizard's costume. And there's the wizard's controls. And typically they are playing like a making of the movie type of thing here, but not playing right now. Some really cool merchandise. Seems like they've been adding new merchandise as well. Definitely some new stuff since the last time I've been in here. As far as I know, we don't have an end date for this shop. I think it'll still be open for a little while, so if you're planning to visit anytime soon, you can always pop in, check out the Wicked store. There you go. That was the Wicked store. They have occasionally, I think it was only when the store was first opening before the movie had come out, and actually I guess the day of the movie's release, they did have a Glinda and Elphaba meet and greet. But I haven't seen them in quite a while, so I don't expect them to pop back up anytime soon. But that's going to do it for us from Universal Studios Florida today. Thank you everyone for joining me for a walk around the park. One more time, I will mention Universal Mardi Gras kicks off February 1st, Saturday, February 1st, and runs through March 30th. So you got a couple of months to come out and enjoy Universal Mardi Gras. I can't recommend it enough. It is a great time. And again, you can plan your next Universal Orlando Resort vacation by heading to d2travel.com. Click that request a free quote button up in the top right corner. Get in touch with the Destination to Travel advisor and let them start planning your trip for you at no additional cost to you. And you can do that, or you can send us an email at info@d2travel.com. That is D2travel.com. And as always, be sure to like, follow, subscribe. We do these live streams once a week. Sometimes we are exclusive to our YouTube channel. You may have missed our last live stream. It was just on our YouTube channel. So if you head over to youtube.com/D2Travel, click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notifications when we do go live. And just follow us on all of our socials. You can find us on Instagram as well, at Destinations2TVL. You'll see that same logo that you see in the corner there. We have some additional content on our YouTube, on our Instagram that you won't see here on Facebook. So follow, subscribe, like everywhere. And again, one more time, d2travel.com or info@d2travel.com. And I think that's going to do it for us today. So thanks again, everybody, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.